Jake Gibbs of Professional's Choice, sitting here with Keven Daniel. He's having a heck of a finals already. You've placed in every single round.
Yep.
Tell me what's been going through your mind so far at the NFR.
We just come in just trying to rope steer by steer. And, I told Chase, being his first time here, I said, man, we go make our run that we've made all year, then, it'll pay off here. And we've had a few tough steers, but we've got by, made good runs, and, got by a steer the first night that I knew was going to be a little challenge and made a good run on him. And, we've won 6 and won 5th, and, we just keep knocking them down. And, everybody talks about the average right now, but there's a lot of rodeo left. There's 7 rounds left. And, when you come out here and you rope against the best 14 guys in the world, it's a privilege to be against them, but it's also just you just got to take care of what you do, and what we've done all year works here. So that's what we're striving to do.
Now, as far as your homework goes on the steers, are you guys watching videos, or tell me about what the homework you're doing for all the steers, especially as we get in the later rounds and as the average starts kind of coming together. Because only 5 teams right now have caught 3, which you guys are one of the guys are in there. So what's your game plan there as far as that goes, and your education on these steers?
Well, we run the steers through on Tuesday. The first round, obviously is on Thursday. So we come in with 60 steers. We pick them down to 45, and then we take the other 15, put 5 in each group as extras. So we get to video them down. We get to rope them down twice. And then, Thursday night is the first round. We put the stronger steers in because they'll go 4 times. They go 1, 4, 7, and 10. And then the other rounds will go, 2, 3. Those 2 will go in the other rounds. So the first round's the strongest being there. They'll come back tonight. We've already roped them. My wife will video them when we run them down, and then I'll have a video on them from the first night. So then when I go in tonight and get them drawed, I'll be able to go out there and see. I'll get to watch him go down from when the practice hurt, and then also I'll know who run him the first night. So it just keeps you where there's some you want to stay away from for sure, but then there are also some you really want. So to me, I'm kind of the one that I would rather get by the tough ones right now, and then those better steers I like to have at the end of the week. So, if you need to turn it up a little bit, you can.
So does that mean on Tuesday when you guys all ran them through that all the contestants were the ones that picked the top 45?
Yes, sir. They brought 60 steers. Reed Flake did an outstanding job. He brought us 60 great steers. We ran them through the first time, and I asked Garrett, I said, man, it's going to be hard to pick these steers, and then we run them through, and they kind of showed a few colors in, so that was, it's good for us because, being able to separate them out and stuff. But, going into to Thursday night, we knew we had the steers that were running and we're going to be stronger, and I think tonight that the perf will get fast because those steers really leave sharp. You can take a really good start at them, and, there's enough guys that are out of the average that are, going for broke, and then there's guys that are in the average that we're not going to back off either. So I think the rounds are going to progressively get tougher and better for the fans to watch because, they come out here to watch us go fast, and that's all about Las Vegas.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've only seen 1 3-second run. That was last night, and it was a 3-9. What's it take to be 3 in this pen, and especially on the back end? Because it seems like the steers are a little bit heavy right there, and them guys are not being able to get to the horn quick enough for you guys to face fast enough to stay in the 3 hole.
It does. It just mainly like last night. Corey and Eric made an exceptional run. Eric swapped horses, got on his gray. He was 3 a few times on him last year. And then just come in there, and, they made a great run. He stuck it on the steer, checked off just a little bit, let Corey get there, and Corey Kuntz does what he does best, and, it just takes a big play. When you got to hit the barrier, you got to be ready to rope, and then the steer's got to play with you a little bit too. If he's wild on the end of it or doesn't want to take it very good, then it's really tough to beat 3. But, my game plan every night is to get out of the barrier and get it on as fast as I can, but don't take a dumb shot. And I told Chase, we get a good one, we're going to be 4 flat, 4-2. We got one that runs a little bit, we're 4-6 to 5 flat. I said, we do that all week, we're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now tell me about Chase. He's a young guy, upcoming. This is his first trip to the show. How'd you guys decide to start roping together, and what's the relationship like going down the road that much?
It's been a blessing because I was roping with Marty Becker, and Marty cut me to start roping with JoJo. And I went for about 2 weeks there, and I didn't know who I was going to rope with. This was in May of 2011. And I prayed about it, and I just kept thinking, when God's ready for me to have a good partner, he will. And Chase called me one day and wanted to come over and practice some. And I said, sure, come over. And, I watched him rope that day, and me and my wife talked about it. And, it just led into, it just felt right, and I just knew that we could build a team with each other. And we did last year. We had a lot of great success. We barely missed the National Finals, but we come back with a lot of determination. We work hard at our run, and we practice every day together, so that, builds to more success. And we got a great winter, which, also makes it better for the summer. But, we just got a run that we make, and as long as we stick to our run, no matter what other teams do, they're great teams, but we do what we do, and then that takes care of everything else. Yes, sir.
Would you say you spend more time with Chase than you do at home with your wife?
Oh, no.
No. That's good.
She goes with me everywhere, but during the summer I'll get in the truck with him, or he'll get in the truck with us, for a couple weeks. But it's not too bad. We're lucky to. I've got some great places to stay, now, and great friends to be around. So if I have to, I can leave her with them, and then I can get in with him, or vice versa. So it really works out good. And he stays at his cousin Clay's when he's down there in Texas. So we're not around each other so much that we get sick of each other. But then we practice together. We show up. We rope. 2 or 3 hours, 4 hours, however long it takes, and then start over the next day.
It definitely helps when you're winning checks, though, getting along, don't it?
It does. Winning makes it everything. But, the down times when Al Bach told me one time that, if you cannot make the peaks and valleys, if you can just keep it all level. And that's been a big deal with me because, if you keep everything just flat and easy, it makes things a lot simpler.
It's that way in life with everything. That's what I hear. Hey, the great news, though, is you're winning money. You're sitting second in the average. I believe you're third in the world right now. Don't quote me on that, but I know you're in the top 5 and really making a run at a world title. How long you been with Professional Choice, and how's that partnership been working out for you?
Man, I've been with them almost 5 years now. They've been an exceptional sponsor. I mean, they've been great. It is amazing how good their products are. Not just saying it because I'm an endorsee, but my horses are never hurt. I'm just blessed on that part. Their leg wear is awesome. It's so good. It lasts so long. I've got stuff that it's in my barn that I still use to practice with because it's still so good, and the pads are awesome. It just, when you have horses at our caliber, you've got to take care of them. And when they work like they have to work every day, they've got to have a lot of support and a lot of things keeping them feeling good. And as long as they're feeling good, they let us win. So having them on my side has been a very, very big blessing to me.
That's fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, the biggest thing I like to end with is you got a lot of young fans out there and the kids up and coming in the next generation. And what message could you throw out there to these young kids, these young ropers coming up, about chasing their dreams, their goals, and about what it takes to get to this level?
Everybody sees the glory of the NFR. You see the lights of Vegas and stuff, and you think, man, that's what I want to do. But rodeo's a long, hard road. But if you got the determination and the will to do it, and you got the Lord on your side, if you feel that that's what you're drawn to do, you got to put your head down. And there's going to be tough times in life, no matter how we go through it. And you got to work hard at it, and get around the guys that have been here and learn from them. Come stay with them, come do things with them, because them guys know what to do to win. And if that makes it easier for you, then, it won't be such a struggle. So, that's what I've done, it's just getting around those guys, Chad and Luke, and, all of us rope together around each other. Chad and I grew up together. So, it's just been a big blessing for me to be able to be around that, see those guys. Now I'm on first name basis with everybody, and that's what the kids need to know is we're human too. They look up at us, look up to us, and that's glad but come ask us, come talk to us, come be around us, because, we want to rub off and see that next generation come up like we have.
Well, that's a great message right there. And, hey, everybody tune in, watch Keven Daniel. Hopefully he's going to bring home a world title. And take to heart what he just said right there, because I think that's the best message we're going to hear all week.
Thank you.